Om Tatsavitur Varenam Bargo Devasya Dima Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Hey, hi, Elaine Marolakos Edelson here with Astrology Mojo. I want to help you get your mojo back. And to do that, I need to put my glasses on. Only for the computer. Now I can see you better. So come join me, say hello. We are talking today about Saturn going direct on September 28th. And, if you're new to me, you may not know that I say that in astrology, the planets don't make you do anything, that we live in a cooperation with the cosmos. So when the planets make a move, you feel it. When you make a move, that energy is reflected by way of aspects and angles in astrology, because you are not a puppet. No, you're not. Isn't there a song? Not your puppet. Mm-hmm. Hey, oh my gosh. Ronnie says, I got you live. I'm live. I'm always live. It just depends on when you catch me. Okay, so we're talking about Saturn, but, let's clarify all the stuff that's happening these days. Oh, gonna move my chair. There's so much going on the inner worlds of people. That's not really proper English, but you know what I'm saying. That I want you to really think about recommitting to certain things that stop your resistance from allowing, from receiving, from having. Because that's what Saturn ultimately represents. The planets, are not conscious of their actions. They do not do things to you. But they, however, like reading a lab report, you can look and say, oh, that's my issue. Or that's where I'm having some struggles. That's where I'm having some problems. Or that's my open door to the possibility, to the how. Everybody wants to know the how. How do you do it? How do you get there? Well, let me tell you. I will tell you right now. This morning was very difficult for me. It was physical pain this morning. And so I thought, wow, okay. Saturn's been retrograde for some months now. And it's going to move out of Capricorn and into the sign of Aquarius very soon. So I am a Capricorn rising. And when I look at things that I'm undergoing, and by the way, Capricorn, guided by Saturn, represents ambition, stoicism, piety, denial, karma, and karma not being good or bad, just a balancing of energy. It's all harmonizing of energy. And the structure or the architecture of your world. So you can look at it like Capricorn energy builds the industry, and the rest of the zodiac supplies it with people, with products, and so how do you deliberate when you're in your mind and you're thinking, oh, I don't feel good, or I don't want to do this today, or I'm sick of this, or, you're not the boss of me. And because all the energies right now are up in the air with so many retrogrades, right? And again, from the position of Earth, when we look out and we see a retrograde planet, it's not really moving backwards. It's our perception because of the apparent motion that all the planets have on the ecliptic around the sun. So the further out they are from the sun. Wait, let me illustrate. Okay, here's the sun. Not really black, right? But I don't have an orange sphere. But the closer the planet, from our perspective of Earth, the closer the planet, it looks like it's moving faster. And then the further away on the ecliptic, like, oh, wait, there's Saturn. Ooh, all the way out here. It looks like it's moving backwards. It's really not. And so when you're involved in any activity that deals with, if you know your karma, you know your karma. It's what do you keep replaying in your head that says, oh, I'm a victim, this is a burden, this hurts, this is too much, this is a lot of pain, this is a lot of work, I can't do it. That's the downside. The upside is, all right, we're going to get it done no matter what. And that means overriding your body. That's the downside. That's not paying attention, is it? So when Saturn is in retrograde motion, it's like saying your job is to go within and become aware of the moments, it's not just one, but the moments you are resisting something. And resistance shows up as a limitation, as a burden, as a pain in the ass, as I can't believe I have to do this. It's responsibility. And it also shows up as I have to rework this. I just did it like 6 months ago. Why? So I think it's important that before Saturn goes direct, and you will feel the shift of energy. Right now we've got Mars is in retrograde until November 13-ish, 14, depending on where you live in the world. Jupiter just went direct. So there might be some moments of, oh, I got this. Yeah. And then I like to look at planets like people at a party. Okay. So if you're in a room and there's Uranus representing rebellious energy, innovation, science, space, medicine, technology, astrology, is also retrograde right now. There's somebody at the computer figuring something out. Then you see Mars, where normally they would be, like gusto forward, action, let's do it. Let's eat that thing. Let's get some sugar. Let's have some sex. Let's have some fun. Let's go work out. Let's, get the thing done. Let's be spontaneous. Let's just fall in love all the time. Okay. So your passion is now retrograde. So you're part of you is trying to figure it out. Maybe you're researching on the computer. Maybe you're talking to someone. Maybe you're looking back at information you once had about your lab report, medical information, astrology, your chart. That's Uranus, right? Mars is, okay, the way I worked out the other day, it hurt my body today. That's where I was. So I was all like, let's do it. Come on, I took the dog and we were jogging. I was doing jumping jacks and now my body is paying for it today. So I thought, okay, I cannot be aggressive. That's the Mars retrograde. I saw an Instagram post and I forget who posted it, Real Astrologer or 101 Astrology, I forget who it was, but it was hysterical. And it said something like, Mars in retrograde be like when you want to move forward. And then there was a clip of a football game and, a guy throwing a pass and somebody catching it and getting trampled, but the ball flips and somebody else catches it on the same team trying to move forward, but they get trampled. The ball, you just can't move forward. It feels like you can't go anywhere. It just cracked me up. So what's a retrograde for? We're talking about Saturn in retrograde going direct, but let's compile. Oh, I have visual aid. Hang on. Come join me if you're here. Come say hello. We're talking about Saturn going direct and your resistance. And why things feel like a limitation or a burden and how to get beyond it. That's what we're talking about today. So is this the one? This is the one. Okay, this is September 28th. And what you'll notice is Saturn will be direct. It's still conjunct Pluto and an outside conjunction to Jupiter. It's got to be within 8 degrees, but the closer a planet is to another planet, the more intense the energy. in astrology. So here is where we are pretty much now. Let me show this one. Let me get that up there. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, here's where we are. Well, we were the 12th. Today's the 14th, so approximately. So Jupiter has already gone direct. Saturn is still retrograde, right? And the sun is in Virgo. By the time, nope, wrong one. By the time we get to September 28th, the sun will be in Libra and Venus will be in Leo and Mercury will be in Scorpio. Now I popped in the nodes, the South Node in Sagittarius, North Node in Gemini, because I want to discuss that in relationship to Saturn. And all the lines you see in between are the aspects and angles that are happening in real time in the universe, in tropical astrology. So with Saturn going direct, it's going to feel for some people like they can exhale. I get it. So this is the 2-week span. You want to get it. And if you're watching this in a replay and we're already beyond this time frame, this applies in the future. Okay? The future exists. So this will be evergreen, but it's basic information on what Saturn going direct is going to feel like for a lot of people. When Saturn moves into the sign of Aquarius, pretty soon, I think it's December. I didn't have that in front of me. I feel so unprepared. Hey, Casey's here too. Hi, Casey. So Saturn will go direct by the 28th. So I'm looking at my live chart, which I don't have in my OBS program, which is how I get to film all this stuff. So let me go, hang on. When Saturn goes into 0 degrees Aquarius, December 16th, okay? So right now, what we're looking at is Saturn finishing up its cycle in Capricorn. And everybody feels everything. You just do. But if you happen to be Capricorn, sun, rising, moon, Aries, sun, rising, moon, Capricorn, sun, rising, moon, Libra, sun, rising, moon, Cancer, sun, rising, moon, you will feel this transition the most. And that's because this is the grouping of cardinal energy, the initiators of the zodiac. And so how does that apply? Well, the next 2 weeks between today, which is September 14th, 2020, to the 28th, 2020, what we're looking at is you discovering, go in now. Now's the time to really go in. Like I said earlier, I woke up, I was in so much pain this morning. I worked out in ways this week that was just not appropriate for my body. And I felt it, and I'm still feeling it. So what I had to do was figure out a way to go from, and it's not a matter of like popping a Tylenol. I don't take Tylenol because it's crap on your liver. But aside from taking physical things or doing physical things like massage or a hot bath or a hot shower or taking a pain reliever, I do white willow bark. You know, aside from the external, the internal, what popped up, and this is what can show up for you too. I want you to see where you have limitations in your life and how you can move beyond them. So a really cool thing to do, well, let me finish my story. So I'm looking at this morning like, I was in physical pain. Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to express it in a way like my 7-year-old kept showing up the past month. The kid in me that was 7 and memories around that time and behavior of me and my expectations. And so when I looked back, retrograde, well, this is direct, but it's actually retrograde now because if you look at the date, it's the 28th, but today's the 14th. So when a retrograde planet is occurring, and we have so many, you want to look back and say, what's the behavior? Let me pinpoint the behavior, the expectation, the behavior, And the same pattern that evolves and revolves because of it. So I wanted to cry. So, but I squelched it and thought, you can get through this. Okay. Capricorn, very stoic, right? So I thought, okay, there's got to be a different way to do this, because I'm thinking about, okay, I'm about to repeat the same pattern where, when you're not feeling good emotionally or physically, a friend calls you and they say, "Hey, how are you?" And you go, "Ah," Or you do the opposite. "Oh, great. Everything's great." Yeah, it's just great. But neither one is the truth. Neither one. It's like you want to break down like a little kid, or you want to be that stoic adult. Where does that show up in your life right now? Where does, I'll just do it myself. I got to push through. I'm going to do it, because there isn't any, well, that's an extreme. So we're looking at these extremes that come up during retrogrades. And so my husband gave me a big hug, and I had like a 30-second cry, and I was like, okay, that feels better. And then I thought, well, the 7-year-old in me is looking for something that it's never getting. It never got it. It never will. So I have to stop responding from that place. Then the how comes in. And then my how came in. And to focus the moments on. So here's the exercise I would like you to engage, to move beyond the same old pattern of victim, burden, physical pain, emotional pain, getting lost. You can't get out of it. You're stuck in the loop. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. And in one column, I want you to list all the things that continually frustrate you. It could be anything, but it's not just something new. It's something that's recurring. Because retrogrades, see these R's? Where are they? There. They show you recurring patterns. They show you recurring issues based on your perception of how you think it should go. Okay? So Mars is how you want it to go. That's the action. It's in retrograde. So how you would normally go is not going to produce the result that you want. Uranus in retrograde is innovative thinking. So now you go back to that mental computer, the cosmic Google. No, that sounds like an oxymoron. That didn't sound right. You go to your cosmic search engine. Okay. You go to your cosmic search engine with Uranus retrograde and you go, let's see, I had this medical condition before. I had this technical issue with my computer before. I've had this issue before. Let me look at my astrological chart, because Uranus guides those things, right? So what's the innovation? You're searching now for the solution. And then Neptune retrograde is, I want to watch a movie. I just don't want to do this. I just want to go and get high or drunk or eat carbs or sugar and go to the beach and lie down and, la, 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 buildings on fire. Wow, the architecture is beautiful. That's what Neptune retrograde wants you to do. It doesn't really want you to do anything, but that's the inclination you might have. Or you might do the opposite, thumbs up to that, and you say, I don't want to sort this insurance paper or data, whatever. I don't want to finish this project. I feel burdened by it, so I want to escape. Then find something joyful. Now here's the exercise. In one column, you write down all the things that frustrate you, that are recurring. I'm so frustrated that, this knee pain, it hasn't gone away. Or I'm so frustrated that this relationship with this person is still whatever, argumentative, unresolved, inconsistent. I'm still frustrated. I'm still, I'm feeling like a victim. Every time I go there or talk to that person, I feel like a victim. Or every time I want to travel, I can't. Because, whatever, all the patterns, all the things that you've been trying to get done and you can't. Because remember, Saturn and Capricorn, that's a natural placement because Capricorn is guided by the planet Saturn and represents your architecture. It's the bone structure in your body. It's your skin, your teeth, your nails, your joints, your knees. It's the framework that you put into place for a business. It's building on the vision and the dream that you have. Neptune's the vision. Oh, I want to go paint something, but I need a space. So I have to set up a studio. And then I start to do that. And then I'm distracted 47 different ways. And then I get frustrated because I don't have window lighting. Now I have to go buy lighting because I can't see what I'm doing. And so all the frustrations that keep coming by that make you feel like a victim or cause you to feel like I can't get this done. I'm overwhelmed. I can't do this. That's in the one column. Column one is all the stuff that keeps recurring that you can't seem to get beyond. Because now during these retrogrades, we're going to do a search and rescue mission in the next 2 weeks before Saturn goes direct. And then you can say, oh, I know what trips me up. Ultimately you're pure conscious love. That's what you are. You're a Mojo Mystic. So you have courage. You have compassion. You have, what else do you have? You have the know-how. You have the wisdom. So we're going to go inside and find it now. So the one column, you're listing all the things that are repetitive. Oh, every time, I have a relationship, this is how it ends. Why bother? Every time I go to the doctor, it's one more test. And I'm not getting any closer. Why bother? Every time, and I'm just trying to think of all the clients I know and the complaints that they have, or every time I come up with an idea and put it out to my business partner, there's conflict. And we can't seem to get past go. So please write down that list, okay? And let me just check in. Hi, Christine's here. And Sasha. Yay. Come by and say hello to me. We're talking about Saturn going direct, but actually we're talking about all the retrograde planets in like the party that I always see. They're at a gathering. All the planets are at a gathering. And because most of them are retrograde, they're pretty much on their own by themselves, trying to figure something out. So what is that? That issue that you keep hitting a brick wall again. What? Again? Still this same thing? I've felt this way forever. When is it going to end? Just stop it. And so we have an easy route because you know what? Retrograde planets to me, it's like you're in a building, right? There's Saturn. You're in a building and the alarm goes off. Uh-oh, there's an issue. Problems, right? But the front door is closed. You can't get out. Then the window's stuck and you can't open it. And you're trying to figure out a way. And then suddenly you never saw it before, but a magical door appears. And you say, where did that come from? I wonder where it goes. And then you see another door and you say, so every retrograde planet has a magical door attached to it. Not really, but let's pretend. And so Pluto would say, oh yeah, you want to get to the core of your stuff? Door number 2. Let's make a deal. You want to figure out how to get there? Yeah. Mars is saying, come this way. Mars retrograde. What else is retrograde? Neptune. You want to figure out your illusions, your addictions, your karmic information that you keep ignoring so that you can find the ideal vision and you can create something of wonder, beauty, profundity. I like that word. And make it feel like I just put some beautiful magic into the world. And it made me feel better. I hope it makes you feel better. That's painting, it's art, it's music, it's poetry. That's Neptune. So every retrograde, a door appears that wasn't there before, and you don't even have to knock on it. You just like push it open. And where does it go? Well, the Saturn retrograde door takes you to those places where it's where Eeyore lives. Oh, well. Oh, guess that didn't work out. Or like the kid in Polar Express. Yeah, Christmas just doesn't work out for me. But it can. You can have a present. You can have a gift. You can recognize your own gifts and to see the how. So you've got the column now. Do we have the thing? If you're just joining us, we're talking about Saturn going direct on September 28th, 2020. And then on December 13th, it moves into the sign of Aquarius. We'll talk about that in the future. But right now, we're looking at finishing up what this Capricorn Saturn trio, look at them. They're all there. You know, the Three Musketeers. Pain, glory, and wonder all together. Again, my friends. And so the next time that Saturn will be in Capricorn will be approximately 27 to 29 years from now. Yeah. So it's not to say that you won't be able to answer this retrograde question, because Saturn will be in the next sign, Aquarius, and then it will go retrograde. And then it'll be in the next sign, Pisces, and it will go retrograde. So you can keep opening up the magical doors. But what you can do in Saturn, in Capricorn right now, is figure out, okay, I had a goal. I have to revisit it. Maybe I wrote something. I am creating an astrology masterclass, and now I'm assembling all the pieces. And I started listening to everything, all the videos that I made yesterday. I get to one, and I say, oh my gosh, that needs an edit right there. So you're going back in time, right? You have to finish something. You have to create something. And I go back and I say, oh, that one needs an assignment to go with it. What was I thinking? How did I miss that? So now I have a list of things that I need to go forward with. And that's my progress report. That's what it's going to show me. So I'm recovering something from the past, and I am reworking it, renegotiating, revisiting, releasing some things. I edited something out because now I see it as a consumer. So I'm looking at something from the opposite point of view, not as the creator, but as the consumer. And so when you have your list of stuff, all the frustrations that you have, that you get that same feeling of victimization, that same feeling of, why bother? I hate this, or I'm just going to avoid it. It'll just go away, but it won't, because it's going to come back. You know what resists persists, right? Yeah. So the how. You have all the caca in the column, the caca column, and now you've got the how coming to you. So if all of those things equals the same feeling, then it's basically one feeling. And it all equals your, I'll call it, like I have in the past, resistance to transformation. So who wants to change? Nobody, raise your hand. Nobody wants to change. People want results, but they don't want to do the work. And Saturn's all about the work. So now the work is easier because the work is inward. Hear me out. The work is inward, but it's just about assessing and condensing and really getting to the core of, oh, wait a second. That issue over there and that issue over there, whatever you've written down on your page, they produce the same feeling. Oh, wow. Okay. So what is that feeling? It's frustration, it's powerlessness, it's victimization, it's sadness, it's a wound, it's a whatever. It's a thing that keeps recurring, but it's the same feeling. So once you can establish that feeling, that's when you make the switch. Now, I've said this before, your brain cannot think a positive and a negative thought simultaneously. I'm just going to get rid of this screenshot because I'd rather look out the window by my purple irises. Yeah. Your brain cannot think a positive and a negative thought simultaneously. So what it does is it follows your lead. And that form follows thought, right? Because you're a Mojo Mystic. So what you think about, you create an energy around, like a force field. And it builds. So the more you think about how frustrated you are, how a victim status you've maintained, or how this thing isn't solving itself, or, all the negatives that you have, then we put like a seal around it, and it makes it bigger. So instead of thinking about the thing, and I'm not saying don't acknowledge the truth. The truth is, let's say, oh, you stubbed your toe. Ouch, that really hurt. Hi, how are you? Well, right now I stubbed my toe and it really hurt. Okay, I'm so sorry that you stubbed your toe. Now what are you going to do? Every phone call you have, every email, every text is, I stubbed my toe this morning and it hurt like hell. And like Bobby Goldsboro, I saw once on a Merv Griffin show, he broke his toe on a Rice Krispie. He must have been sitting on the floor for weeks because it was rock hard, and he broke his toe. Anyway, so you understand what I'm saying? You start to repeat the action, and then you focus on it. Like the news. You turn on the news. It hasn't changed in over 2,000 years. You turn on the news, and this, and this, and this, and it's the same, and it's depressing, and it's evil, and it's harmful, and it's blah. And you look, and I'm so articulate today. I'm so articulate, right? And you look at it and you go, okay, oh my God. Okay, here in Arizona, here are the ads I'm hearing every 20 frickin' seconds. Mark Kelly, la 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 la. Martha McSally, la 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 la. Oh no, Mark Kelly says McSally is wrong. No, McSally says Mark is wrong. And I get the phone calls. Who do you want to vote for? Mark or Martha? And it's like, what? Stop it. Stop it. I'm being programmed, so I don't listen. And then you come to a place and you say, I don't know what the truth is about these two people running for office. I don't know them. I don't vote party. I vote people. And if you're not giving me a chance to see you as a person, I don't know. There's an issue. But getting back to the how. So once you realize that you have a thing and you keep regurgitating the same story over and over, you name it, you feel it, you respond to it, you can react to it. But then comes the bridge. And this is the manifesting technique that has helped me the most. You think about where you'd like to go and where you are now, and you think, it's so far away. I'm not a cartographer, but I have a feeling it's so freaking far. I need binoculars. Okay, we're not even going to do that. It's going to be, what gives you the happiest feeling in the moment? So, oh, my toe, it hurts so bad. You know what? I really love that new pair of shoes I got. Ow, my toe, it hurts so bad. My friends, they care about me. I love my friends. You see where I'm going? Ow, my toe. And then we start to move away from the pain, the victim, the regurgitation of the what is not happening. And we move to my pillow. I love my pillow. It is so comfortable. So and I've said this before, once you start naming your gratitudes and you use that as a new focus, your brain follows your lead and says, oh yeah. So then it creates chemicals to correspond with the thought. Solution. Does it get you to that goal that you wanted to get to? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you're starting to create an energetic bridge. I don't know the hand symbols for an energetic bridge. It's there for you. So you need to do it. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I know it doesn't feel good. Now there's a difference between, a grievous, someone passes and it's hard to get through that. Or your relationship ends and you're just sad. Okay. Be sad. Feel your feelings. Right? Because that's part of the process. You can't ignore them. People talk about the stages of grief. Well, I understand them psychologically, and 30 years ago or 35 or 40 years ago when I discovered them, and I would, go through them for my own stages of grief and go, yeah, but I keep circling back. I keep circling back to the other things on the list. And so sometimes the stages of grief for a person now through this acceleration of energy on this planet, they're happening simultaneously. They're happening all at once. They're happening in a way that says, okay, now where do I go? What do I love? What do I love? Let me just grab onto one thing that I absolutely love, that makes me so happy, that gives me joy. We love comedy. We love playing games. And by the way, Casey's here. Thank you, Casey. Sequence. We play it all the time. If you've never played Sequence, play Sequence. It is so fun. It's so simple. And yeah, find something that gives you joy and think about it. Because if you think about it, you're going to start to create a vibration that expands around that thing. And then suddenly your brain says, oh, we're happy about the love of that person, the rain, the blue sky, the comfortable bed, the yummy crackers, the whatever that makes you happy. And once you're done doing that and you see and you feel the difference, because that's going to be your barometer, you're going to know, and thank you, Annie, for the word barometer, you're going to know that your resistance is now mitigated. You're a mystic mojo mitigator. Mojo mystic mitigator. I want to carry a briefcase into a courthouse and have that title. Am I a litigator? No, I'm a mitigator. Let's get to work. Bring together opposing forces? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So do you understand what I'm talking about? Are you willing and able? You're able, yeah. You're willing. That's the question. You got to be willing. George Carlin said, you got to wanna. You got to wanna. So what are the things that are on your list? Anybody? Anybody? Ferris Bueller. Anybody? What's on your list that you find it so hard to go from this, I hate this thing, this person, this situation, I hate it. Oh, so put that in the comment section. Let me know what's on your list and maybe I can help you through it. So for the places that are burning in the world, now on average, and I know because I looked this up, I don't know why, I do stuff like that. But there are approximately 100 fires on the earth at any given time. To some degree. They could be small, they could be localized, anywhere on the earth, approximately 100. So now parts of Greece are burning, California, Portland, right, in the United States. So we look at that and people are posting pictures and I completely understand why. Look at the sun. I took a picture of the sun because here in Arizona, the air is wafting. And so it was orange and it looked very weird. And there I know people who listen to me here who are posting photos of their hometown and the very strange haze, the orange glow, the surrealness of it all. Once you know that you have the power to move from the victim perpetrator modality, that 3D, like they're doing it to me. It's like, and I feel like this and I can't get out of it and I can't. So once you move from that and you create that energetic bridge to the how, and the how is, I love something. I am grateful for something. And it changes the chemistry in your brain and thereby changes the chemistry in your body. And the awareness that grows, you also have the power to put out the fire. Do you understand? If every single person on this earth gave you a penny, you'd be a billionaire. That's potential. That's the potential. So now if every single person, instead of focused on, oh my God, that's horrible, the air, the fire, the people, the tragedy, the blah. All right, get it out of your system, set a timer for 5 minutes, and when that beep goes off, then you get to work and be that mojo mystic that you are. And you say that I'm so grateful for the clean, clear air that California, Portland, Greece, anywhere else is now having, not going to, now having. I'm so grateful for the gust of wind that took it out to sea. I'm so grateful and happy. I'm so happy for those people who are getting exactly what they need: food, shelter, care, attention. I'm so happy for them. Now, it's not Pollyanna thinking, because there is a process to it. Do you understand? The process is you be where you are, you see where you are, you feel where you are, you see where you want to go, and then you create the bridge by changing the chemistry in your brain. Now, the frontal lobe is a very exciting place. Come visit. And if you're writing something or typing all day, or you're on the phone and you're busy, you're working, you're using this part a lot. So you have to give it a break in order to let your biology work well and your cells do what they're supposed to do. You have to give it a break. So you figure it out. Maybe it's every half an hour you get up out of your chair and you do something physical. Walk briskly. I like that word. Walk briskly across the apartment, the house, the room. Go outside, water a plant. Get something to drink. Brush your hair. Do something different that requires different parts of your brain and skill sets. Because when you do that, you refresh something, and it's like rebooting. Does that cost a lot of money? Does it take a lot of time? No. Take 10 minutes and pick up a crossword puzzle and go, oh, wow, that's fun. Now, yeah, you could play a video game or something in your phone, like a crossword thing, or, Jules, whatever it's called, or any one of the solitaire. Then you got to move your body. When you move your body, you change the internal environment. So this is true, okay? I want you to think about that. So Alexandria, hi. Is there a particular type of astrology that you practice? As a transformational modern mystic, I have incorporated Arabic parts. It is tropical equal house astrology. It is intuitive astrology. And so that's what I practice. And the course that I'm coming out with very soon, Astrology Secrets Masterclass, available very soon, is going to teach you how to understand yourself through astrology, and/or, if you wanted to, start to train to become an astrologer. But it's very simple. I don't teach math or calculations. But I teach the principle of what the planets are, and they don't do things to you. So when someone says, oh my gosh, wait, let me show you. Oh my gosh, Saturn's retrograde, that's why I feel this way. No. You feel this way because of your choices. It's reflected in the aspects and angles in the planets in our solar system. Do you understand? There's a difference. That's the new view. Okay, you're not a victim. Makes sense? Cool. I hope that answers your question, Alexandria. And so using the power of your brain to change the moment that is the most powerful tool that you can utilize to get what you want, to make it happen, to feel different. And when you feel different, you vibe at a different frequency. And that frequency then moves out in every direction, 15 feet in diameter from the center of you. That's your pulse, 15 feet in diameter from the center of you. And then in that world, your world, you will start to magnetize and attract to you, just like a spinning planet does around the sun, a new frequency. Someone bumps into you at the store. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, I like your mask. That's the conversation these days. Hey, what a cute mask. Love your hair, like your glasses, la la la. What's new? Oh, yeah, I drank that yesterday. It's delicious. Now I'm going to buy 4. And you start chattering, and then you find out that what you need, this person has, or vice versa. That's how information sharing works at its most cosmic level. When you are open to the frequency of abundance that you are, because you're pure conscious love, that's when you attract more of it. Now, people will say, I have worked so hard. I've worked so hard and I can't seem to get it done. I can't seem to do it. I can't. I understand. I was you yesterday. I am you today, or I will be you tomorrow. I get it. Been there. Might go there later, depending on what I choose to think, what I put in my body, what I put on my body. So the clearer you are, removing chemicals from your food, from your, what I don't put crap in or on my body. The makeup, the shampoo, the conditioner, everything I use does not cause harm to me or the environment. So I have a better chance of being clearer in my mind and body to shift from that place of trauma or victimization or woe is me to neutral. And then from there to, oh gosh, I'm really grateful for the fact that I fill in the blank. I'm so grateful for fill in the blank. And I put on music that I love. And that feeling is a vibration that can carry you to the next moment and the next hour and the next day and the next week and the next month. But you just got to keep checking in. That's all it takes. So let me just check in. Hi, Rhonda. Totally there this weekend, completely gibbering Louis Gaggers. Raggedy, tantrum, empty, and satisfied, over Ricky Icky vibe. Blicky Becca Buddha. I totally get it, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me help you. What movie is it? Jerry Maguire. I got ants on my wall, Jerry. Okay, so do we get it? Yes, we do. Are we Mojo Mystics? Yes, we are. Do we take it a minute at a time? Sometimes we do. Sometimes we need to. So I want you to have fun. I'm going to pull a card for the group from the Universal Law of Conscious Creation deck because I'm so happy. These are fractal images that are so pretty. I love them. How's everyone doing? All right. Oh, wait. Sometimes I don't actually see all of the posts until the video has been rendered by Facebook. So if I'm not responding to you, I may not have seen your post. So please forgive and understand that technological thing. Oh, and to get you can get your free chart and let me just move this aside. Life profile. Is that it? I think that's it. I have to get the link. Almost there. That's not it. That's not it. All right, I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it in the link because in the comments on my page on Facebook Live. I mean on my Facebook page. So let me just get this going. You can get your free chart and I'm going to post that. Or you can go to my website, astrologymojo.com, and scroll down to the bottom and just make sure it is one email per free chart. And then it'll take you to a page where you can actually get your life profile. And it's fantastic, the life profile, because it took me a year to write all the definitions of you so that you can, as comprehensive as possible without actually having a reading with me, which you could do that too. But it's a very cool report that shows you planetary aspects, sun, rising, and moon, placements, houses, and things for you to really focus on to help you understand who you are and what the open doors are. Sasha, what was your city of birth? Why don't you send us an email and I'll have Dean, my tech guru, check that out for you. All right, this is for the group today, the collective, on Hi, honey. So Sasha says she can't, her city of birth wasn't found on the drop-down menu. Yeah, he went, huh. Okay. So tell us what your city of birth was and we'll go fix that. Okay. And state. State of mind. That's what I'm going to have on the drop-down menu. What's your state of mind at the time of this inquiry? I'm going to a totally metaphysical form to fill out. Who were you 6 lifetimes ago? And why is it affecting you now? All right. This is how to handle creating that bridge. How to handle creating the bridge. Thank you, universe, starseed, angels, my light workers, my friends, my squad. Thank you. I'll be back on Thursday with more about how you can live the life you came here to live. Nothing wants to show up. Maybe it's every card. I don't have the time to go through every card. But let's see. Creating that mental bridge. Oops. Creating the mental bridge to happy outcomes. Two cards. Two mints in one. Okay, all right, we're going to talk about this one. I love it. Okay, first of all, perfection. Perfection. Turn it. Perfection. Isn't that pretty? Almost looks like a peacock of sorts. So perfection. Saturn is the planet. Thank you, universe. I love this. Saturn is the planet that would say at a party, yeah, that's not, it's got to be perfect. It's not done right. We have to redo it. We have to work really hard to make it perfect, because once it's perfect, then we can be done. But yet you're never done. So there's the conundrum. So I would like you to adopt, if you haven't already, adopt maybe a different idea of perfection, that as long as you are as present as possible in as many moments as possible and moving toward expansion, the frequency of compassion, love, and abundance, that you are already in a state of perfection. It's just ever evolving, ever changing, ever moving, growing. Ta-da! As long as you are allowing it. Gotta allow it. Gotta let it happen. Gotta move it. You got to move it. Right? Allow it. And the state of perfection is the moment you're in. It is the best ever. Even if it is the worst situation, the best to be present. It's not the best situation. It is the best to be present, because only in that moment can you go from this is crap to neutral to I'm really grateful for. And then, right? What did I say? The chemistry in the brain changes. And there's outside assistance. There are people, things that you can ingest, stuff you can do. But on the inside, it's you grasping the concept that you have that power, that you can do this. And you can. I'll be back on Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific. So please come and join me and bring to me, that list. What is the list? What's on your list that you are done with? The same pattern over and over and over and over. You want to be done with it. Come and bring it to me and we'll talk about it. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. Be sparkly. As always, I wish you peace.